Okay, this stage was made by a new challenger. It's a custom stage called a Good Soldier. Now, I was requested to work on this stage, and this video will kind of be a behind the scenes on why I didn't really do the request, as well as just an explaining the stage surgery. Now, he wanted me to combine this stage with the effects from a second stage, and I ended up not doing it. But first, let's talk about this stage. Okay, so um, okay, one of the things that was wrong with this stage was the floor was sliding and it was sinking if you jumped. Not that you could tell very much, but yeah, the characters were sinking in the floor when you jumped. So the floor was sliding and these graves in the front of the cemetery were also sliding around. They didn't look right. So I fixed the floor sliding, fixed those graves so they're now rooted to their spots. And when the lightning flashed, there were some red lines that would appear in the background. I think they were leftover transparency colors that weren't removed before uploading the sprites. So I went into the sprites there and deleted the red lines out of the sprites. Um, I also noticed that the lightning bolt is cut off. So I went into all the lightning bolt frames and gave them an extra 100 pixels so the lightning bolt wouldn't be cut off when it flashes. So now the lightning bolt goes down further, so you can't see the bottom of the lightning bolt anymore. Uh, the stage got a little bit narrower once I fixed the sliding floor. So now it's the background you can't see quite as much as you could. It's not that big a deal. Like you'd be missing just a little bit behind this extra tree or something. Those are all the fixes. Now let me talk about why I didn't do his request. Okay, so take a look at this gravestone here, the one that says Todd. This is actually Weiler's grave from Art of Fighting Free, and somebody just edited the Todd into it. Now he wanted me to add the second floor effect from this other thing called Cemetery. Now, while these assets might look similar, I think they've been resized. Like this grave isn't as tall or as big as the other art, so I think somebody resized these sprites. So while they look similar, they are different enough. This stage has its own problems, like that owl is floating on the top of this cross. It's not actually sitting on top of the cross; it's floating above it. But so if you wait long enough in this stage, you'll sink down and to a second area. Now, what the guy wanted me to do was give the other stage, the Good Soldier stage, the same effect of sinking down into a second area. But since the sprites aren't really compatible after all, that would have been extra annoying to do. Also, now when we see this crack come up and we're about to fall in a second, any second now. Okay, see we fell. Now if we jump up here, this ground that or the oh okay, so this ground it comes up pretty high, the crack. There wouldn't really be room to put the little Jason Todd foreground graves. I'm coughing. Sorry about that. There wouldn't really be room to put the stuff up there from the other stage and combine it with this stage, at least not with making brand new art that would take forever. So that's why I turned your stage down. It just didn't really seem as compatible as you thought it was. Also, the little stage transition where they sink into a second stage is one of the more annoying things for me to code. So even if they were compatible, it'd still be annoying. I would have much rather just have tried to put the Jason Todd stuff up onto this stage and combine that. The city background makes more sense. Like you can see a mistake in the background. The city's coming up too far, exposing void. But yeah, that's why I didn't do your request. I'm sorry, but I did give you an updated version of this one stage.